Hello guys, and welcome to my review of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, episode, is it 4 now? 4 or 5? Well, I think it's 5, but yeah, I'm not even keeping track properly because, yeah, the last two episodes I didn't really enjoy that much. This episode was kind of better, but you know, it's still not hitting a direction that I would really enjoy. I mean, the first two episodes were just, you know, pretty good. Had a very unique premise, and you know, just being in France and everything, and just seeing these new factions and stuff, and just the way how things were in France. Like, man, it just seemed pretty unique at first, but then I don't know, it's just gone down to like a storyline that I've seen before. Because this kind of gives a different perspective in the apocalypse, but then, oh man, from episode 3 they've kind of gone in like a cliche route where, you know, basically trying to protect a kid through the apocalypse, trying to get him to safety, and just some boring stuff that's been happening. All these random characters who are just gonna die anyway, trying to help Daryl, and just like, and then they escape by the end of the previous episode, episode 4. It seems like they're gonna get to a safe place, but then of course they get captured in this episode. I'm just like, I mean, the most interesting thing that happens in this episode is the phone call from Carol, and the possibility that Rick might be back, which I'm gonna do a single video on this anyway. Yeah. And if it is Rick, but we don't really get much of it. Well, you don't get to hear Carol say that Rick's back. We just know that someone's returned, and I just don't know if we get to find out. Well, if he finds out who it was by the end of this season, yeah. And why he's trying to get back home instead of staying out to find Rick, or because I think that was the whole point of him going out, which he says that in the first episode, to find Rick. But then he might have got a phone call saying he's alive, because basically he's in this place where basically he needed to get fuel, so he's basically working with these people to, like, I guess recover some walkers, and I guess Daryl's basically the best in the place. But then there's this kid who was asking for his help, but Daryl doesn't want anything to do with him. He's just focusing on himself. But then these guys end up, you know, talking with the kid. He's just trying to get a way to work with him so he can, you know, help himself get back to his girlfriend or whatever. But then I think they end up killing him. And then like the French people come and they basically end up all taking him, including Daryl. He gets locked up. But, you know, of course Daryl ends up escaping and kind of like interacts with like one of these special walkers. He doesn't really get to fully fight it, but I guess going into the next episode he will. And obviously Daryl's gonna win. Like these fast special walkers that I guess are possibly stronger. Yeah. Because yeah, everyone ends up getting destroyed anyway. In that boat, it gets destroyed. And one of those special walkers basically killed the guy who got that kid killed. Yeah, the one with the girlfriend. Because Daryl was kind of pissed about that, but then, you know, they end up getting killed anyway. Daryl, to a degree, was kind of still working with him just to escape, but I feel like he would have went his separate ways, or possibly killed him afterwards once he escaped. Yeah, but he ended up dying anyway. And yeah, just them getting captured because the kid Lawrence just basically. He doesn't seem like he's the best survivor, and he won't really get that far without Daryl. And that's why flipping Isabel needed him anyway. Because he ends up flipping cutting the boat for them to actually make it to the nest, and Daryl gets so pissed at him. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen Daryl really pissed at someone. But then, you know, the kid says that he did it because he doesn't want to be alone again, because he's bonded with Daryl, even though... Really? And he wants to be with Daryl and go home with him, I guess, because he kind of Daryl tells about his friends, you know, Connie, Carol, you know, just, you know, everyone, Judith, yeah, mentions a few names, and I guess the kid kind of prays for him as well, but yeah, that they're okay, which they're in a way more safer place than Daryl right now, so yeah, got the Commonwealth, man. But yeah. Just the kid doing that, I'm just like, oh god, I'd be so pissed at him too. But, you know, Daryl kind of feels bad about him. I mean, bad for him. And he ends up getting captured anyway. Daryl nearly loses his eye, but, you know, the kid kind of surrenders, so that doesn't happen. Then he ends up getting imprisoned. I guess Isabel for the whole episode is trying to kill her boyfriend. That feels like he could be redeemed, so she doesn't. And just goes along with possibly getting back with him. But then, you know, that woman, the main villain, if you can call her the main villain, she basically tells them to come over and basically show that they've basically captured Daryl and have Laurent. Yeah, probably used Isabel, so Laurent will be more calm, because I guess she needs Laurent to be able to show that, you know, she's trying to make peace, because a lot of people in France are not really on her side. But if she has basically the cure, even though she doesn't really believe that, that will get more people on her side. And the person who's been making a lot of problems, Daryl, also having him and imprisoned and making him fight that special walker, which I guess we're going to see in the next episode. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on, I guess, by the end. Like, Daryl's going to be fighting some special walker. Yeah. And I guess we'll just see how that goes anyway. I just kind of had it mainly on just one picture instead of trying to go through it all. Because this episode, I didn't really love it. Yeah. It's pretty meh. And I guess we'll just see how Daryl will do with this flipping special walker, if I can even show it properly. I don't know if I can. But yeah. I'm just trying to get like a shot of it. I just don't know if I can. I mean, that's basically it anyway. You flipping see the veins and everything, but yeah. I guess we'll actually see how strong these walkers are. I mean, we see that guy get massacred, the one who killed the kid, so yeah. So we'll see. Just Daryl didn't really get to have a proper fight with it. He just hit it once, but it just quickly got back up too. But then the explosion happened, so we're gonna see how tough this thing is. Daryl obviously is gonna kill it though, but we'll see how Daryl's even gonna escape this place. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I haven't really got much else to say really. It's just an average episode again with, I guess, 2 cool moments, but yeah, another average episode. Show's kind of been a letdown, and I don't even know how many episodes are left, to be honest. The most interesting thing is Wick has possibly come back to Alexandria, like he's returned, but we'll see if that's actually true. It might be just Morgan or something, but I'll talk more about that in a separate video. And yeah, just these special walkers, definitely something different, but man, to see that basic stuff that would have never been in a comic being a TV show, like we're possibly going to get a cure, all these special walkers, like smart zombies is one thing, because at the end of the day, they was in the original show, but why have they been gone for so long? Why haven't we seen these smart walkers for so long? Like, why did they just come back in the final season? And then you got all these walkers now, like flipping radiation walkers from Fear, these special fast walkers that look like they're on drugs in Daryl Dixon. Like, what's going to be next? Oh my god. But yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens with all this stuff anyway. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the review. Appreciate if you leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.